So, to see yourself as lovable, the next is to claim your identity in Christ. Oftentimes, our negative self image directly counters God's calling in our lives. And in the book, the devil wanted Simon to see himself as broken and unstable, as a sinful man. But Jesus taught him that he was more than that. That was not to be the sum of his self perception. And in this section of the book, it reminded me of the article I came across with on Google. It's the Dr. Emoto's experiment. So in this experiment, Dr. Emoto divides rice and water into three beakers. He approaches the jars for 30 days. He thanks and says good things to the first beaker, curses the second, and ignores the third totally, turning his back on it. After 30 days, the beaker with rice and water that Dr. Emoto thanked every day looks to be fermenting properly, with no mold or rotten debris. The second beaker, which he verbally abused daily, is dark, moldy. More black crude appeared in the third beaker, which he ignored for 30 days. In fact, Dr. Emoto says the rice has rotten. His conclusion is gratitude and love has positive effect even on substances like water and rice. Bullying and indifference, on the other hand, foster mildew and rot. Imagine how we often go through life thinking but not thinking about our thoughts. How have you mislabeled yourself? This is something we all struggle with to one degree or another, and most people aren't even aware of it. Back up your newfound positive, God breathed self talk with action. It's time to be careful about your self talk and start telling yourself consciously that despite of our defects, wounds, shortcomings, and misdeeds, God sees something in you that's worth dying for. This also reminds us to seek validation from God, not our friends or social media. When we seek validation, we evaluate ourselves and others based upon external behaviors and choices, not on what Christ has done.